Hey everybody, how you doing? I want to show you what we're going to work on today in this video. This may be a one or two parter. We'll see. But this is a what's it called? A Radio City Products Company Inc. Multitester, and it's a model 480. And I picked it up on eBay for about 40 bucks. I'm sorry, 15 bucks. The case is old Bakelite, and they've placed it in this wooden box. The original one is just the Bakelite case. And there's the wooden box. There's the probes. You can see they're in bad shape. And there's a close-up of the Radio City products in Easton, Pennsylvania. And you'll see it's dirty, but it looks pretty good. And there's the meter. So I've gotten the unit today, and we're going to take a look at it and see what it's all about. I haven't really opened it up yet, so let's take a look. Okay. So here's the box. I've taken it out of the packaging. It's a nice solid box. I don't know if it's handmade, probably is. And let's see. These leads have seen better days. You can see that they're all disintegrated. I don't know what year this thing is from yet. These probes are nice. Probably need to be cleaned. Let's put that aside. Let's take a look at this thing. Now, as I said, this thing is not designed to be in a wooden box. Someone put it in there, so I'm going to see if this thing comes out. Let's flip this over. Let's see if it comes out. There you go. That's easy. Oh, cool. Look at this. We got the paperwork with this thing. What's this here? RCP test equipment. It's like a brochure of all the stuff they sell. Very cool. Oh, look, here's the meter we're looking at here. $14.85. It's the same thing I paid for it. Let's see, ranges are DC 0 to 1,000 volts. AC is 0 to 1,000 volts. Output volts 1 to 1,000 volts. DC milliamps 1 to 1,000 milliamps. I think it's a pretty nice meter. Alright, that's cool. We're going to save that. That's definitely good. What's this here? The original warranty card. Wow. Wow. Center and Glendale Street in Easton, PA. Anybody live in PA? What's this here? The instruction manual. And it's got a date here. If you could see that. 6/1954. So this thing dates back to the 50s. It's basically your typical booklet. Battery. Let's see. I'm curious about the battery in this thing. I hope there's no battery in here. Replacement of the 1.5 volt flashlight battery inside becomes necessary when the zero adjust doesn't work. All right, so it works on a AA cell. We'll see if it's in there leaking. And there's a warranty, and there's a parts list. Very, very good. So it looks like we've got a lot of resistors in here, obviously. There's one capacitor. It's a 0.25 microfarad 400 volt. And there's a rectifier. And on the back, they give us a schematic. Even better. Check that out. I can't even see it. I'm looking in the camera to see if I can read it. Alright, we'll get to that. Let's look at the case. Case looks like it's in very good condition. Remember, this is Bakelite. This is not plastic. I don't see any cracks. Look at the bottom. Bottom looks almost new. It's probably been in that box a long time. And the top is obviously in bad shape. Let's take the screws out and see what we got in here. I really hope there's no battery in there. But we shall find out. I hate when there's batteries in these things. I don't know if we need to remove all 6 or if it's just the 4. We're going to go for all 6. We're going to live life dangerously here. Okay, let's see if we can flip this over and get them screws out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like there's 2 more here. 5 and 6. There we go. Let's see. Looks like it lifts up from the top. Okay. We'll look in here first. Not so bad. Look here. We have a nice little rotted battery going right here. Interesting. Here's the electrolytic. Is it an electrolytic? No, it's a paper. It could be electrolytic. Let's see. See if we can zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I don't think it's electrolytic. I just think it's a standard cap and it's got the outside foil marked. Okay. So our big concern is going to be this battery. Although it doesn't look like it's as bad as it could be. Looks like there's a piece of copper here that's connected to this terminal. And this side, the bottom side, doesn't seem to have leaked at all. Let's see if we can wiggle this thing loose without breaking it. Probably not. Alright, so I'm going to have to play with that. So, so the plan on this thing is to restore it. I'm going to check the value of all these resistors. They look like those notoriously bad ones that probably are shot. And I'm going to replace the cap. And then we're going to see if this thing works, if it's accurate. That's the plan. And then when we get that, I'm going to consider rewiring these leads. I believe that these are made out of bakelite as well. And I have to see how you get these things apart. If you look at these old connections, these remind me of the connections that they used to use in the old Atwater Kent radios, those pins. So we'll rewire these, and we'll have ourselves a nice little vintage meter. This inside is very clean, so this thing didn't leak very badly, believe it or not. And I already know that this is 1.5 volts. It's a radio A battery. So we'll have to see what we can do about that. I'm expecting that I can't use a standard AA battery here for some reason. There's a reason why this thing is so heavy duty. But let me try to get this battery out and we'll see what we could do. Be right back. Well, I certainly made that something bigger than it was. Battery just popped out. Put a little screwdriver in there and boom. It's actually a D-size battery. I wouldn't even think about that. So it's a D. So I can just replace it with a D battery, I think, and it would work. Duh. That was a bonehead moment. Let's take a look at the terminals. The terminal here that I thought was going to be horrendous really isn't. Just needs a good cleaning. And on this side, there's hardly anything here, just to clean it. See a little bit of oxidation from the battery. But I suspect that with a good cleaning and a fresh D-cell battery, this thing's going to work. Interesting. See that? Let's see if we can get a close-up of that. Really not so bad. It's not corroded. It didn't corrode the metal, that's for sure. So we're going to spend some time cleaning this thing up, getting this bakelite clean. And it looks like there's a, oh I see, these pins go in here. You got your common, and then you put your pin in here based on what you're measuring. Interesting. There's your zero addressed. And there's your resistance times 100 times 10 times 1, AC volts, DC volts, and milliamps. Interesting. Cool. Alright, so that's where we are. I'm going to spend some time getting this thing cleaned. I'll put this video up now because I don't know if I'm going to make a series out of this or not. Maybe in my next odds and sods video, I'll show you how it works and when it's all cleaned up. Looks like these screws are a little rusty. I'll have to put some navel jelly on there and clean those up. This one looks like it's ready to fall apart. I may have to replace those. See that? That looks like it's beyond repair. Yeah, those screws probably have to be replaced. Look like they're standard screws. And that's where we are. Alright, so this is Ron, and I'll come back with the next video and show you where we are. Take care.